People will say when you start taking your hormones to look out the window every morning and you'll notice the sky is blue. And each day it gets bluer. The sun's shining, but the sun shines brighter. I don't know. Everything just pops now. Every color is more vivid. Every brick is more set in stone. Everything's just more together, and everything's a lot more at peace. My name is Jessica Chiaralisa Martinez. I am a second year student here at the George Washington University. I'm from Miami, Florida. I identify as a trans woman, so we have this term in the community. It's called assigned male at birth, or AMAB, and then we have assigned female at birth, which is AFAB. And then you would say your gender identity. So I would be an AMAB trans woman, which means I was born male, but I don't identify as male. What is gender to me? So, I think, it's, to put it frankly, I think gender is an identity. It's something that you hold as an identity. And I think that gender is really what you make it. And I guess to clarify that, it would be like if you feel a certain way about how you should present yourself, and you present yourself in that way, then that's your gender. I think gender at times can be a performance. I feel like gender is this construction societally, like it's this thing that exists to put people in categories, and then trans people are trying to figure out where they fit in these categories. Like, do I fit in this box, or do I fit in this box, or do I not fit in any box? People try to construct what the right woman is, or what the right man is. And if you don't fit that, you're not truly a man or a woman. But what I find more interesting is that every person has their own definition of what a woman is. For example, mine is very simple. It's, if you identify as a woman, you're a woman to me. It's very simple. But to other people, a woman is someone who has boobs and a vagina. To other people, a woman is someone who dresses femininely. To other people, a woman is someone who puts on makeup at any point or wears nail polish. If gender identity has impacted my life, it very much has. Just because I've had multiple people invalidate me on the sole basis of my genitalia, which in itself feels like an invasion of my own privacy. It's like invading the location between my thighs, and it's like my body becomes this war zone where people start talking about these things about me. Do you have a penis? Like, how big is your penis? Do you want to get rid of your penis? What do you like about your penis? What does your penis look like? There's so many questions about my penis. There's not enough questions about me.
So, Jessica.
This is on. I don't need this. What's everyone doing tonight? So the first piece I'm going to perform, it's called I'm a Woman. I'm just going to give content warnings before each of my poems. So for the first piece, there's transphobia, mention of suicide, sexism. So if any of these topics or anything relating to these topics bother you, please at any point do not feel like you will distract me by leaving the room. This is a safe space for everyone, so I just wanted to say that first. He says I'm into trannies as the bullets graze my skin, his eyes trying to find the easiest way in. I'm a woman. Because a man wants to get in between my thighs, but I'm not woman enough to be the girl by his side. I'm a woman. A man felt up my skirt in the metro the other day because I'm enough of a woman to be harassed but not loved. I'm a woman. Because I chose a career over a man, and people tell me I'm selfish, and with work and assignments it's hard to stand. I'm a woman. As I pop the pills on a daily basis that are supposed to affirm me, people comment negatively about hormones, concerned for me. I am a woman. Because I choose to stand up for myself and my sisters, but people tell me I deserve to be choked by that mister. I am a woman. I say every morning as I apply my lipstick, my war paint, praying to God that my parents aren't left over a grave mourning, I'm a woman. I strut out in 6-inch heels with confidence as the leather digs into my heel like the words that bring me stress. I am a woman. Because a guy asked me, how big are you, with an eggplant emoji? Because this girl's only worth what's between her thighs. I'm fetishized because guys tell me they like girls with something a little extra. Like I was a side of fries, a Big Mac, a McFlurry, and I am tired of being told constantly that I'm wanted, that I am a trophy half the time, but only because of my status as a trans woman, and then being ostracized the other half of the time, but only because of my status as a trans woman. I am a woman, said the 17-year-old girl by the name of Leela Acorn, who took her own life. I'm a woman, said Venus Extravaganza as she was strangled for living her life. I am a woman. I cry as every day I carry the parts of me that I wish I could control, alt, delete, and repeat. I am a woman. Because it's hard to know that you're never going to be good enough for him, or for her, or for them. And that you're going to be frowned at, and scoffed at, and laughed at on a daily basis. Because I am a woman. Thank you.
I was raised by Christian parents, very conservative. And I guess growing up, my Latinidad had a lot to do with how I was raised. I was constantly told to man up. I was constantly told I was too sensitive. I was told I shouldn't be playing with girls. I used to like playing with dolls. And I had this Barbie doll growing up, and she was my best friend. She did everything right. She was amazing. She was a doctor, she was a lawyer, she was president. She's like everything I've basically aspired to be. And my father one day took it and threw it away. And I started to cry. A lot. And soon after I learned you're not supposed to cry. If you're a man, you never cry. And my mother, she took the doll out of the trash and cleaned her up and fixed her hair and gave her back to me. And my mother, I remember she would keep the doll hidden, and she would give me special playtimes with the doll. So like, when my dad wasn't around or he wasn't vigilant, he would, my mother would call me and say, okay, like, you can play with this doll. So growing up, I just went through the motions. I kind of just tried to act masculine. I was always bullied growing up. I kept going, and I remember freshman year of high school specifically, I started to do things like grow out my hair and wear bows in my hair, and I would carry tote bags to school, and I would wear like gloves and like do like really girly things. And my dad kind of gave up in a sense. He just didn't know what to do with me anymore. I wasn't the good Christian boy he wanted, which always hurt me because I just wanted to make him happy. I didn't want him to hate me or not want me or anything like that. And that's something I always struggled with. growing up. I think people can be accepting while not being accepting, if that makes sense. If I were to clear that up a bit, I guess I would say, for example, I don't know how many times my identity comes up in a conversation on a daily basis. I don't know how many times people pass by me and know who I am. There's so many thoughts that race through my head each day when I'm walking. It starts when I wake up and I get out of bed. And it's like, now I need to leave this space, this safe space I've created for myself where I don't have to worry about gender when I'm in here, because I'm completely validated by my roommates, and I'm home and no one's here to judge me or dictate me. But then it's like, okay, now it's time to get geared up. It's like, what do I have today? Do I have rugby practice today? How sporty can I dress while still being feminine? How can I look comfortable and be comfortable but still look feminine? How do I make myself pretty? Where do I wear makeup today? Do I not wear makeup today? If I do wear makeup, how much do I wear? Do I want to go for a full face? Do I just want to be natural? I've been trying to find my natural beauty, and it frustrates me to see women, who are wearing pants and a t-shirt walk into a store and they get gendered properly, and I'll walk in with pants and a t-shirt and I don't get gendered properly. And it doesn't happen so much anymore. I get told that I'm very cis-passing, but is the goal to be cis-passing? Is my goal to be cisgender? Is that what I should be striving for? I don't think so. I'm just trying to figure myself out and just be happy with myself and just live my truest self. That's something else I've encountered when dating. It's very frustrating. It's the constant, oh, you were born male, or you look like any other woman, or you're more beautiful than other women. It's like, no, beauty is not a contest. Beauty is something that we hold. And I have a possession on my beauty. Everyone else has a possession on their own beauty. I don't consider myself more beautiful than others. I don't compare myself to other women. My goal is not to look better than other women. My goal is to look like the best me that I can. And I don't think it's a competition. And you know what? If people want to go under the knife to make themselves happy, then let people be happy. But don't come to me and ask me, are my boobs real? I found a lot of peace, a lot of happiness, to the point where a lot of trans women, when they start their transition, experience depression, not only out of the new encounterances that they have in public, not only from the fear, not only from the self-loathing. There's a lot of different things, but one of the things that actually can cause depression is estrogen. I'm very happy ever since I've started taking estrogen, and I feel like it's just brought me a lot of clarity. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I just wake up in the morning and while I'm brushing my teeth, I look at myself and I smile. And it's just, I'm just happy to see myself, And I remember the other day I was going through my Instagram and I was looking at old pictures of myself, which I haven't deleted them. I don't know why. A lot of people will go back and just delete all the old pictures of themselves, but I keep them up. I feel like they show me where I've been, where I am now. And then someone took my phone out of my hand. Someone in confidence. They went up and then they scrolled all the way up and they said, "That's not you. This is you." And that meant a lot to me. Because this is me. And it just makes me happy.